Mr. Malema, how do you lead people you refuse to listen to? How do you defend a reality you do not live in? And how do you speak so loudly about unity yet remain so silent about the suffering of your own citizens? Because right now, South Africans are not just listening to you, they are watching you. They are watching you closely. They are also analyzing every word, every silence, and every contradiction. The more you speak, the more questions arise. You speak passionately about this idea of one Africa, a borderless continent where movement is free and borders mean nothing. It sounds powerful in speeches. It sounds inspiring on stages. But in reality, it sounds detached, disconnected from what ordinary South Africans face every single day. Because while you are preaching unity, South Africans are dealing with the consequences. And here is the truth that many are no longer afraid to say plainly. You live in a very secure place, surrounded by security guards who protect you all the time. You do not walk the streets of Johannesburg fearing that your belongings might be stolen. Your children go to private schools far removed from the conditions many South Africans enjoy. You are paid using taxpayers' money, the very same taxpayers who are directly affected by illegal immigration and the issues that come with it. You do not queue at overcrowded public clinics. You do not compete for scarce jobs. You do not live in communities where lawlessness is becoming normal. So when you speak, you are not speaking from experience. You are speaking from distance. And that distance is not small. It is massive. It is the distance between leadership and reality, because the reality on the ground is harsh and it is getting worse. Let me ask you questions directly. You're going to forgive me. I am used to debating. Let me ask you questions directly. If one Africa is truly your belief, where are other African leaders standing beside you? Where are the presidents of other nations calling for open borders? Why are countries across Africa still enforcing their immigration laws strictly? Why are their borders protected but ours must be opened? Are they all wrong and you are right? Or is it possible that they understand something you refuse to acknowledge? That without control, there is no stability. And without stability, there is no country but chaos. And if you believe so strongly in a borderless Africa, why are you not fighting for that in other countries? Why is your voice not as loud in their parliaments, in their streets, or in their policies? Why is your activism selective? Why must South Africa always be the experiment? Why must South Africa always be the ones expected to sacrifice while others protect their own interests? Because what you are asking for is not unity, it is imbalance. And imbalance always comes at a cost, and that cost is being paid by ordinary South Africans. And there is your silence, a silence that is no longer noticeable but deeply concerning. When South Africans raise concerns about illegal immigration, you respond immediately. You challenge them, you criticize them, you position yourself against them. But when South Africans are victims, when they are targeted, attacked, or pushed out of their own businesses, your voice disappears. Too quiet. Why? Let us talk about something that is recent, something that exposed your silence even more clearly. A South African man, Mazwi, was kidnapped. Mazwi, sorry for mispronunciation. Mazwi was kidnapped. A situation linked to tension around spaza shops and foreign nationals. Communities were alarmed. South Africans marched. People demanded answers. People demanded leadership. And where were you? Silent. No outrage, no urgency, no leadership. But the moment Mazwi was found, suddenly you had a voice. Suddenly you had something to say. And what did you do with that moment? You went online and suggested that he orchestrated his own kidnapping. That is not leadership. That is reckless. What kind of a leader speaks before facts are established? What kind of a leader chooses speculation over solidarity? What kind of a leader questions the victim instead of addressing the situation? Even more importantly, what exactly is your business with foreign nationals? Why are you always quick to defend them but slow to stand with South Africans? What are you gaining? Because right now it looks like you are more concerned with protecting a narrative than protecting your own people. It looks like you are siding with those who are simply asking for order. And that raises a very uncomfortable question. Who are you really fighting for? Because South Africans are not fighting Africans. They are fighting illegal entry. They are fighting over organized crimes. They are fighting the erosion of order in their own communities, and yet you frame them as the problem? What exactly are South Africans doing wrong by demanding that laws be enforced? What is wrong with the citizens wanting their country to function? What is wrong with people saying enough is enough? Every nation in the world enforces its borders. Every serious government. How many times did I say that? Every serious government protects its people. Yet when South Africans demand the same, they are made to feel guilty. Why? Why are South Africans expected to tolerate what no other country would accept? Let us stop avoiding reality. Let's talk about what is actually happening. Not slogans, not theories, but reality. Hijacked buildings turning into crime hubs, drug dealing happening openly, prostitution and human trafficking spreading, communities becoming unrecognizable and unsafe. People are afraid in their own neighborhoods. These are not exaggerations. These are daily experiences. Families are living with anxiety. And still, you say nothing about these realities. You redirect the conversation. Instead, you attack those who are raising the alarm. Why are you turning a blind eye? Is it because acknowledging these problems would expose the flaws in your own messages? Or is it because it is easier to dismiss South Africans than to confront uncomfortable truth? Because leadership is not about comfort, it is about truth. And right now you are avoiding the truth. And then we must address something that cannot be ignored any longer: your inconsistency. Your past statements told a different story. A story where illegal immigration was recognized as a problem. A story where there was concern. Today, that story has changed. So what changed? Was it principle or was it strategy? Because leadership without consistency, that is not leadership. It is performance. We are actor. It is acting. As Enye Issei goes, and I love this so much, a leader who changes the principle to suit the moment cannot be trusted to lead in the future. And if you stand for everything, you stand for absolutely nothing. Right now, your position feels unclear, unstable, and contradictory. And people are noticing. South Africans are not asking for hatred. They are not asking for division. They are asking for order. They are asking for fairness. They are asking for protection. They are asking for leadership that understands their reality, not leadership that dismisses it. But instead of standing with them, you are standing against them. You are challenging citizens who want a better South Africa while appearing to defend those who do not even respect its laws. And that is where the real problem lies. So let me ask you this clearly, directly, and without an apology. Why are you fighting South Africans for wanting what every other functioning nation already has? Control over its borders, enforcement of its laws, and safety for its people. Why are you more comfortable challenging citizens than confronting lawlessness? Why do you speak about unity but ignore imbalance? Because from where I am standing, from where other South Africans are standing, this does not look like leadership. It looks like distance. It looks like contradiction. It looks like avoidance of responsibility. And to many, It seems as if you are choosing ideology over reality. It looks like you are choosing narrative over your own people. Why?